What's going on? It's zmot. I am here on War Factory Day. Did a little bit of a stupid thing this morning, and I forgot that daylight savings time had come. So about an hour ago, I jumped in, kept waiting for War Factory to show up, and it never did. So a little bit awkward, but nonetheless, we're here. It's War Factory Day. I'm going to talk a little bit about heroes. As you can see, one of the things that I forgot to mention was the fact that there's going to be an extra proto. Like right now, Weapons Lab 4, I can make one proto. After the update, Weapons Lab 3 is going to make 2, so there's going to be more parts. As you can see, I've got lots of parts. Some people don't. I feel like the trader that's coming, I think everyone is basically 100% certain the trader is going to be Gearhart. So when the trader arrives, I'm willing to bet that she's going to sell prototype parts. There's going to need to be a lot more prototype parts, and the reasonable thing is Gearhart, you get them from Gearhart in the first place, so it would make sense that if you can spend gold to buy prototype parts. That's my prediction. Might be right, it might be wrong. Nonetheless, I'm not going to talk about heroes too much in this video. I don't want to beat or flog the dead horse, or whatever you want to call it. But one thing I do want to talk about is the hero boat. There is a hero boat. It's going to need to be smoked. As you can see from the screenshot, it lands a little bit higher up the beach. I'm not sure if that's intentional or if it will play any factor in if you can get it under 2 smokes or not. One of the things we're going to need to figure out. Hopefully the heroes walk more like a zooka or a rifle than like a medic. We'll find out. I don't know if it's gonna follow the flare or follow your troops. It might have been released. I don't know the answer to that, but hopefully we can get the hero boat and 8 landing crafts under 2 smokes. Otherwise, I'll have to redo my the spot videos, which would be super, super annoying. But anyways, on to greener and bigger and better things. War Factory, look at this crap back here. Lots of machine guns and stuff guarding those shield generators. And even worse on the right, we've got 3 hot pots. And low levels, don't go near hot pots. You can't activate them, so you can't clear them very easily without a lot of room for error. So I think I'm going to just remove this Doom Cannon here on the left. There's no free GBE anywhere that I can see. There's a little bit up the top left corner maybe, but I wouldn't risk going anywhere near that. So another old layout that we've seen quite a bit, but it looks a little bit dangerous, a little bit awkward, but it should be reasonable. I'd be very surprised if this takes us 5 attacks. I think what I'm going to do is the Doom Cannon on the left-hand side over here is going to be a pain because of the way that it does area damage. So I don't want to waste GBE to take that out because it would cost too much, but I think I can just straight out remove it with 2 to 3 shocks. So I think my first attack is going to be just smoke up, remove the Doom Cannon, and then do a full-out retreat. I can shock the shock blaster, rocket launcher, and mortars. I can shock so yeah, I mean, let's just do it. I don't think this is going to be an issue. We'll see. I'm going to use barrage to clear these mines at shore. It's a little bit overkill. You definitely don't need to use barrage, but I want to save my artillery to mark some things that I want to remove, and that is the shock blaster, the Doom Cannon, and the other shock blaster. I probably should clear some more mines, but we're just going to do a simple 2 smoke drop here. Just covering the water line is the most important part. I want to keep our delay just to make it as unlikely as possible that we'll lose troops, if that makes sense. Kind of stumbling over words here, but gonna drop right into here. Pretty simple. Might want to use 2 smokes if you've got 8 boats, but for 7 it should be fine. And now I'm just gonna use shock, and we should be good. And now just straight up smoke. I just want to get the hell out of Dodge here. Flare back. Drop some smokes, drop some more artillery on the shock blaster and Doom Cannon over here, and then just full on retreat. Cheaper than I managed to get way more done than if I just used GBE and lost no troops, so I'd call that a win for sure. Low level artillery and barrage is just so useless at this stage. So now what I want to do is I want to get up as close to that Doom Cannon as I can, but not too close so that the flamethrowers are in range. So what I think I'm going to want to do is come up somewhere in the neighborhood of this. There's nothing else that I need to worry about. Somewhere in the range of this shock mine, I think. I feel like the shock mine is probably the best spot. A little bit higher maybe, but just stay out of the mortar range for as long as we can, and then just keep clearing and clearing and clearing. I think we should be... I'm going to actually flash kill that Doom Cannon because it worked well in the last attack. So we'll try that as well. I should have probably used a barrage on these mines in my previous attack, but didn't think that far ahead. So anyways, same thing. Smoke on the water line. No flares, just flag drops. Very easy with 7 boats, a little bit more difficult with 8. I had a little bit of a gap there, but the Doom Cannon is still pointing away, so we still have our delay. I'm going to use 2 smokes here just to be super cautious. Could have got away with 1 probably, but I just have no desire to test it. So we got lots of GBE. Shock mine is going to be a bit of a pain for us there, but 2 easy shocks. And now zookas just clearing and clearing. Got lots of GBE left, so I'm going to use 1 more shock for now, and then I'll move up a little bit. Let's get up a little bit closer. Ooh, that shock's a little bit late. That mortar's going to kick my ass. But I mean, overall, we're clearing a ton of stuff. Let's get out of here now. I don't have any more shocks left. Those mortars would wreck us as soon as they come unshocked. So now let's just farm some GBE and clear some stuff. I mean, there's tons of GBE here, and my barrage is still cheap, and my artillery is still fairly cheap. So now we just need to decide what we want gone. I think I'm going to go with the machine guns, just to keep... that way I don't have to go up to the top into near the rocket launcher's range. Kind of thinking on my feet here, but I feel like those machine guns are probably our best bet. We're gonna have to... we can shock all the mortars with 1 shock anyways, so... and with shocking the mortars we'll get the flamethrowers, so we might as well just get some free GBE here. I'm gonna get 1 more box and then retreat, and this retreat is not gonna go well, I don't think. There's a mine back at shore, but the other alternative is... this is a mistake. Oh my god, that was terrible. So don't do that. I would highly recommend avoiding doing that. That was really bad. And nonetheless, 2 successful attacks, I feel like. I mean, obviously this cost me a little bit of diamonds hitting that mine, but there's no reason that you have to do that because you saw my stupidity. So now I think I'm just going to use my GBE on these machine guns. They don't have a lot of health, 25,000 for the most healthy one. And then I should have 2, 3, 4 shocks left over, depending on how much it costs. So, I mean, this looked fairly intimidating, but my attacks have been very low skill, I want to say, and fairly easy. So let's just GBE the crap out of these machine guns. 25,000 is not unreasonable. I probably should have used my GBE on the sniper towers maybe instead, just because of their range, but we'll just GBE the crap out of the machine guns and then come over and clear some stuff. So I think it should be pretty simple. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to use all my barrages on the back healthy machine gun, just because the other ones are going to get hit regardless. So we might as well focus on the back ones. Let's see here. Hopefully we don't get stuck in that middle area where you end up wasting GBE. So there... this is a little bit... I should have used that artillery on the corner of the machine gun and the mortar, but I do things before I think, sadly. So now 52, we got 3 shocks. Let's just do a no flare flag drop, and then we'll get up in range of those mortars. Maybe do a gap smoke or just a super cautious smoke. Okay, so 2 smokes. 3 shocks. I'll have 9 GBE left over, so we may be able to get a 4th shock once all this clearing's done. Only 2 shocks right now are needed, so we should be able to clear a lot of this. 1, 2. Now, We wait. I'm going to try to do the third shock as late as possible. There we go. 3. Only one more GBE. There we go. I should have got a fourth shock. This is going to be awesome. So now, here we go. Again, late as possible, just so that we don't have to shock that flamethrower if possible. And now it's just clearing stuff. Like, this is just... Maybe should have stuck around a little bit longer there, but... Or we should have a decent-sized hole here. And now I just wait. I mean, I don't have a... I'm not going to get a blind spot for a while. But we cleared all of this stuff in 3 fairly easy attacks. People will be able to get this. There's a good chance this can be your first ever War Factory takedown. This one looks difficult, but if you can smoke, there's only like 2 to 3 smokes at a time, so it should be, people should be able to take this down. I've got faith. You don't have a blind spot there yet. Those sniper towers are still hitting us. I think just the one now. It looks like just that one by core. So, but I mean, why would you go up here? Look at all this mess. There's just like these shield generators. I should have checked how much shield there was, but just those shield generators are just a mess. Don't go near hot pots with low-level troops. Just not worth it. Are we gonna get this? I'm gonna vote no. It's just not going down fast enough. Come on, ladies. So just one more thing, I wanted to switch back. You'll see that one of the things that you can see from the screenshot is it looked like the brick was charging GBE there. It looked like it was going to cost 18 GBE for the next ability. I'm curious if that's the first one or the third one. Like, is it going to cost 6 for the first, 12 for the second, 18 for the third, or how is that going to work? It's going to be interesting to see how the heroes are going to affect statues. Are people going to move to 6-4 instead of 5-5? Like, I'm thinking for operation attacks, if you could smoke back and get, what's that thing called? Battle order? Not battle order. Yeah, battle orders, I think it is. If you can smoke zookas back with brick and get battle orders with 6-4, I'd assume you could do more damage than if you had 5-5. For example, 5 GBE, 5 troop damage. Very curious to see how that's going to work. I feel like people will be changing statues and prototypes and bases. I mean, boom cannons by the front with that remote control thing from Everspark. Will she be able to just take your boom cannons over and kill your base? Don't know. There's going to be some changes. It's going to be awesome. I'm just trying to buy some time here as my zookas waste their time hitting core. It's not going to go down. It's going to be close, but not quite. So that's my third attack. Very, very simple. Fourth attack should be very easy. I mean, I probably could just use the 10 zookas I have left, but just to be on the safe side, we'll diamond some troops. Almost out of diamonds. Yeesh. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get some of this free GBE. I might as well clear these mines just to get some free GBE. Totally unrequired. Could have just hit from the left-hand side, or I guess I'd probably call that 7 o'clock if you're one of the top of the screen types. But very, very simple. Just clearing, clearing, clearing. I'm gonna try to take out a whole bunch of sniper towers here. Let's get the mines by core gone just to be safe. Where is that lady going? I might as well smoke her just so she doesn't die. Try to lose no troops here. I doubt that'll happen, but might as well keep that Heather safe just cause. I'm gonna use 3 shocks here. There's totally no need. Probably could have used 1. But what the hell, let's just clear a whole bunch of stuff, and then I'll re-smoke and get the heck out of Dodge. None of this stuff is required. This is just me being ridiculous at this point. I'm going to move a little bit back just to try to go. And yeah, I'm screwed. As soon as they start hitting that supply crate up there, I know I'm in trouble. They always do this. Like, it seems like they always try to go for that stuff on the left, but for this layout. Yeah, it's too late to even smoke them. But anyways, down goes War Factory. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped. If you beat War Factory for the first time, please let me know. I just love success stories. Nothing better than hearing that someone beat War Factory for the first time after watching one of my videos. That's like the ultimate thank you. Yeah, I love it. Anyways, that's it. War Factory. pretty easy. I'll show you the attacks just so you can see the percentages. 54%, 109% GBE, 100% unboosted. All these losses that I have down here on Juno's Beach are just me being silly and trying to show off some things to my task force. This specifically was about using a 1 smoke landing as opposed to a 3. Just drop your smoke a little bit up the beach and have your ladies walk into it. Saves at least 2 smokes and a flare, so just something to think about. A little bit of hero chatter. Sorry, I tried not to do too much, but it's so interesting, and I wanted to keep the video as short as I could. And by short, I mean, like, what are we at here? We're at 15.5 minutes, so definitely not overly short. But yeah, that's all I really got. We're in small 9. We've got the hashtags up the top. We've got a little bit of space left. Come join us. We're doing dead end at the moment. Hey, would you look at that? A perfect troop health statue. Those make the best red crystals ever. Anyways, peace.